I've always wanted to travel the world, and now that I'm at a point of my life where I can start exploring other countries, I can't. So I sat at my computer and I played Geoguessr instead. Oh, but kyepha, what is Geoguessr? I thought you'd never ask. Why? Geoguessr is a web-based geographic discovery game released on the 9th of May 2013. The game uses semi-randomized Google Street View location for paying members and mapillary for non-members. The game requires players to guess their location in the world using only the clues visible. So yeah, basically, you're plonked in the middle of nowhere on Google Street View and you have to guess where you are on the map. Easy. I'm not the best with geography. I can't just really look at a place and be like, yeah, Spain, bonjour. No, I can barely tell where I am when I'm in the North Island. The plane could have literally flown to Sydney and I'd be all, wow, Auckland looks so different in person. I can't believe how big the Sydney Opera House is. Oh, wait a minute. So, why did I do this? No idea. I guess I just kinda woke up one day and chose chaos, because that is literally what this whole experience was. Don't get me wrong, it was a lot of fun, and I was streaming my adventures on Twitch, and all of the people who came along were really fun, and a lot better at this game than I was. But anyways, I'm sure you're all itching to know about my virtual travels around the world, so let's go. Round 1. I appeared in a small suburb, so I looked around and saw a bunch of row houses and tight streets. So my first thought was like, oh yeah, this is totally England. I watch TV, I know England when I see it. But then moments later, I found some signs and they were not in English. So there goes my highly educated guess. Damn you, TV. I decided to move around a bit and try to find any street signs with place names on them. Usually if I'm somewhere near a highway, the route markers usually help a lot because they're also displayed on the map. It especially helps if you're in the middle of Europe because all of those languages look the same to me. I started getting lucky when I found a street sign because it looked really familiar to me. See, I played a few rounds a few weeks prior because I wanted to get familiar with the game, you know? And I remembered seeing the exact same styled signs, try saying that 5 times fast, when I was in the Netherlands. So I decided to throw a guess in there somewhere. I wasn't extremely confident though because Europe really likes to trick me. However, I got it correct. I was only 100 kilometers away from my guess, so it was a good start. Yay. No. I pop into the world, feel the sun on my skin, and take a look around, and to my surprise, I have no idea where I am. I was in some kind of neighborhood that had a mixture of what looked like new houses and then some older run-down ones. It was also really dry. It looked like the grass hadn't grown in a long time. I was thinking maybe somewhere in Africa or America. The language was English, which made me think if this was Africa, probably South Africa. If I was in Central or South America, it would most likely be Spanish or Portuguese, depending on which country I was in, and this definitely wasn't the USA. I was kind of on a hill and I could see out to the horizon, so I guessed the shore was nearby and that I was somewhere on the coast. So I placed my guess in South Africa, and I was correct. However, I guessed in Port Elizabeth when I was really in Johannesburg. So yeah, nowhere near the coast, like at all. But I still guessed the right country, so whatever. On to the next round. Okay, so I got pretty lucky with this round. Right away, I was near some signage with Japanese characters written on it, so I assumed I was in Japan. I was plopped in the middle of a highway intersection next to a small town, and there was no sign of a route or state highway marker, so I was just completely lost. Japan isn't huge, but it is dense. I could literally be anywhere. After getting nowhere, I decided to go searching through the town to see if there are any clues. And may I just say, how do people drive around in this place? These roads were thin. Anyone who has to commute through this place deserves an award. Like, take all my Mario Kart trophies. I don't care, you deserve them more than I do. There was also this house that just transformed into a plot of solar panels. Now, I'm not sure how far apart these street view photos were taken, but I have a sneaking suspicion they don't visit this town very often. Anyways, I wasn't getting anywhere, so I decided to place my marker in a random small Japanese town, away from the big cities, and made my guess. I was 500 kilometers away, but I guess in the right country. so plop. Now this round, oh boy, this was a treat. Right away you could tell I was in America, in the middle of nowhere, in some trees. Yeah, the cities were far, far away. The only nearby towns were just drive-thrus with like population 10, and there were only road signs with street names, which I didn't really find to be very useful at the time. The road kind of reminded me of New Zealand. We have similar areas where it's just kilometers and kilometers and kilometers of open road with 1 or 2 towns and a bunch of forest. Eventually, I was able to narrow it down to the south with the help of chat, and I made it to a nearby highway. When I found a sign with some town names, I decided to find those on the map. Apparently this town called Ralph was like 6 miles away, so I had to be close to there. There were also 2 junctions which overlapped, so that was another major clue. After about 10 minutes of scouring the map, I found Ralph! From there I could get to where I was currently standing and follow my pathing back to where I spawned. Following my pathing was tricky though, and the open road layout in America is a spider web. No chance of any linearity. However, I saw something very exciting. Wait, something... Frog Ridge Road. Guys. Yo. Yeah, that's right. The street names were useful after all. Because my spawn point was down the road, I made the closest guess in the whole game. We're here. Guys, wait, how far are we? 6 meters! Yo! Oh, man! We're 6 meters away! Oh man, that was so stressful. Okay, now how do I find the exit? Now the final location was similar to South Africa. Small town, no one around, dry. The language was most likely European, so I guessed we were there. Now I have some Hungarian blood in me. So while I was reading a sign, I was able to detect that this language was indeed, definitely not Hungarian. Yeah, I have no idea where I am. I decided to go down the street some more and found a really amusing scene. So like, there was just a group of people hanging out by a car, and they looked like they were getting rowdy because not too far away was an old lady just staring them out like, "You hooligans." Hello. So I decided to try find another town, or anything. There was a family in a car and they knew they were driving like lunatics. Like you could see them driving on both sides of the road. They were like the only people who were driving, so I guess they were just doing whatever they wanted. But then once they saw the Google Street View vehicle, oh, they backed out. They backed out fast. They stopped. We never saw them again. They were gone. That was very funny. After looking a bit more on the map, I found that Romania had place names that looked really similar to the language seen on the signs. So I was like, finally, I kind of know where I am now. But where in Romania am I? I ventured outside of the town a bit more, and then I started to see some creepy things, and it looked a bit more like a scene from a horror film, so I was like, nah, calling it quits. Planted my guess somewhere desolate in Romania, and you know what? I was only 37 kilometers away. I'd say that was a successful final round. The Kyepha World Tour has concluded. You guys were great tonight. Thank you all for coming. Hey, how y'all doing? It's been a little while. Oh man, sorry about that. I've been a bit busy, as you may have been able to tell. It's been like 2 months since my last upload, but it's okay. I'm getting back into it. I've been playing Geoguessr quite a lot recently, and I just wanted to say that it's never New Zealand. They never put you in New Zealand. I've played many a round, and I've never been put in New Zealand, except for 5 times, because I played the New Zealand version of Geoguessr, so every round was New Zealand. But yeah, I don't know, I just wanted to get that off my chest, let someone know. I hope you enjoyed the video. It's my very first video where I made it entirely in Adobe Animate, because even with the Mario Kart video I still worked on some of that in Psy, so like, yeah, I'm moving up in my animation world. I don't know. Okay, I'm a bit tired. It's a bit late. Anyway, I'm gonna go now. I'll see you on the next video. Love you, bye.